Alright, ready?
Kayfabe Gimmicks! You know where to find us on Facebook! We're on YouTube! Fiction Entertainment, brother! YouTube! Fiction Entertainment, brother! YouTube!
Fucking #1 Kayfabe Gimmicks podcast ever, so.
How are you looking for?
Put words in the wrong place.
Are you recording all this, dude? The best wrestling podcast that's always been.
What you gonna do, brother, when the beast starts talking about wrestling and drinking whiskey and it's all crazy up in here?
Welcome to Kayfabe Gimmicks. This is episode 1 of season 1.
Episode 1?
Yeah, this is the reboot.
We're rebooting it.
This is the reboot? We're like Back to the Future. This is the only way to keep your parents in the photo, and otherwise you're not going to be born.
So, I have to stop my mom from getting raped, and then she gets super into me for doing that.
You have to, like, almost fuck your mom?
Yeah, that's what
And
then
like,
I have to steal rock and roll from black people and play Johnny Be Good and have somebody listen to it over the phone.
I mean, but we get a train that can travel through time.
Oh, you're talking about Back to the Future 3, not Back to
I mean, in the long run is all I'm saying. Sooner or later, we're going to have a mystical train that allows us to travel through time. Until you take the train to the future and there's no tracks for it to be on.
What
happens then?
With you. I've never seen Back to the Future 3.
Back to the Future 3 has a time-traveling train that really makes no sense besides the fact that it can get them out of that one time period one time.
The Wild Wild West?
Yeah, well, you gotta figure, like, sooner or later, it's going to travel through time, it's going to land in a coordinate that's not going to put it on rails, and, how is it gonna make the speed to get through the time, because it has to go through, what, 88 miles an hour?
The train has to go 88 miles an hour, right?
I think the train has to go 88 miles an hour, too.
Because the DeLorean went 88 miles an hour.
Yep.
But how did...
This is Kayfabe Gimmicks, my name's sNooVA.
I'm Marcus.
And we're here to talk to you about No Mercy 2002? We totally just watched it.
Yes, we did. And, some pretty long matches.
Brock Lesnar wrestled The Undertaker in a way better Hell in a Cell than they put on last year.
And a generally overall better match than they put on at WrestleMania.
Better than, like, any match they've had since either one of them have come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
2002 Brock was the best Brock.
That Taker was more capable than any Taker at Mania match that we've had in, like, the last decade.
Yeah.
Like, that's sad.
It's very sad.
So, like, No Mercy 2003 has a rematch between them with a biker chain match, and we couldn't watch it because it felt like Russo was there because there was literally a bike chain on a pole.
Yeah, it was kind of dumb. Like, if you're going to have a bike chain match, like, wrap their hands up in bike chains.
Or do it like a strap match, man, and tie the bitches together.
Yeah.
I mean,
They should have just had a strap match.
So,
a Texas leather strap match or whatever the fuck.
Besides that, I mean... It was kind of cool watching the tag team belts get introduced for SmackDown.
Man, that tag team title match was awesome.
And long.
It was long, but it was never boring.
And that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Never boring.
Benoit and
Angle
versus Edge and Rey Mysterio. And it was when all of them were in their prime, man. Because, I forgot how far fucking Rey Mysterio went downhill, too.
Man, talk about downhill. About Christian without Edge. Back then.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, the opening match was Chris Jericho and Christian versus... Who'd they fight?
Goldust.
Booker T and Goldust.
I was trying to give them a name. I was going to call them, like...
The Booking Truth? The Golden Truth? Oh, wait.
Let's give them...
Is it racist that R-Truth and Goldust became a tag team? Just like...
I mean...
So Booker T was amazing back then.
Yeah, Booker T was phenomenal.
You definitely got to see how Booker T downgraded and kind of went over the years.
I mean, after Triple H buried him, he was just kind of like, well, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not going to try as hard. People like you don't become champion, Booker.
It's fucked up, man. So, continuing on. I mean, Booker T was great, I think.
Yeah, he was great.
One of the, I forgot how much I enjoyed watching Booker T. And honestly, I feel like he was at a higher point then than he was in like the early 2000s when he had that awesome straitjacket match versus oh god,
I don't know.
Big Dumb and has a brother, Scott Steiner. Scott Steiner. Scott Steiner versus Booker T. I think it's WCW Mayhem 2000. And it's for the title belt, and it's a straitjacket match, and it's just awesome.
Hey.
One of those, like, top 5 matches.
You know who really surprised me in this match was Chris Jericho. I forgot how good he was.
Oh, yeah.
Except for the whole, like, second rope breaking when he tried to do that.
I don't know if that was planned or if that was a botch.
Definitely wasn't planned.
I don't
It's
think
not
so
you can't botch. You can't call it a botch because somebody didn't put their fucking ring together properly.
So, kind of moving onwards a little bit, American Ninja Warrior did this year, and I just want to talk about how good Zach Gowen was for a second, because we did watch a little bit of No Mercy 2003 also.
Yeah, I thought it was good on like everybody else in the match with him to treat it like an actual wrestling match and not just some gimmick.
I mean, it
wrestling
was
a one-legged man.
Zach Gowen is not a gimmick.
No, I'm not saying he is a gimmick, but like Matt Hardy and Shannon Moore could have treated it like a gimmick. Like, oh
yeah,
shit,
they could have not taken it very seriously.
like, oh fuck this, like you have me out here with this fucking one-legged dude. Like, why? Like, I'm Matt Hardy. Like, me and my brother, like, we started the TLC match. Like, we put on some great matches before. Like, why am I out here with this one-legged man? He could have just been like, yeah, fuck this shit.
I think, that was before Matt Hardy was lucky to have a job. Maybe we're talking about past superstars today? Matt Hardy and the Edge debacle was absolute insanity.
That's a personal problem that should have been handled off camera between Vince, Edge, Lita, and Matt Hardy.
But no, man, we decided we were going to turn it into primetime TV, and it kind of worked.
It worked, but we were using a situation that really
was a little too real.
It was way too real. That was Matt Hardy's girlfriend.
Is it worse than using Tori Wilson's dad? Fucking Dawn Marie, or possibly having sex with Dawn Marie?
It's just a stupid angle. Like, why was he in the shower with his clothes on?
We're still waiting for an answer. Come on, Funaki. Did you ever get one? We need it.
But I just why bring their personal relationship and be like, oh yeah, great storyline. Like, sure, you hit a home run with this one, but like, this could have turned really ugly, like, really quickly. Like, what if Matt Hardy decided to no-sell some shit or botch and hurt Edge on purpose?
I mean, I hear you. It's one of those weird things where, like, there's just too much in here, and there was a good chance that they were both going to try to hurt the other one, but I think it came down to the fact that Matt Hardy needed a job and wanted a job, and he wanted to be involved in wrestling.
Yeah, but, like,
Look, Matt Hardy is the less talented brother, and he doesn't have a lot of choices.
I don't care, but, like, you have to have some pride in something, man. Like,
Brother Nero!
You can't, like, get fired and then, like, find out that your girlfriend was fucking Edge. And then you're gonna take the job that they give you to be in this storyline. And just for this storyline. Because the whole world found out that Edge was fucking your girlfriend.
I mean, I hear you. I mean, it turned into some interesting ramifications. I loved Rated R Edge.
Yeah, the ramifications were Lita and Edge are in the Hall of Fame. Matt Hardy is yelling at his brother with mixed color hair.
Brother Nero!
Ugh.
TNA. Oh, TNA.
That's a gimmick.
But it's entertaining again. You know, and this is the thing about wrestling. At the end of the day, as long as it's fun and enjoyable, that's what makes it good.
It was fun and enjoyable when you didn't know what happened. Like, you thought it was a story, like, it was just a storyline. That Matt Hardy and Lita were really just... The fuck?
I don't know where the fuck the pliers came from.
I don't know either.
I could have hurt myself with these.
You could have.
If they even... Oh, yeah, they...
Yeah, they opened.
Dangerous.
But once you found out that Edge and Lita
stab somebody with
really...
these
Really, man? I'm trying to talk here.
Sorry. Edge and Lita.
Edge and Lita were really doing this behind Matt's back. Like, you're like, oh, like, that's just shitty. Like, it's just a shitty thing to do.
I mean, I definitely agree. It was definitely a shitty thing to do with some shitty people involved. And was it even shittier to take advantage of that? Maybe.
Yes. But that shitty advantage turned into great TV.
Are you tired of the same old when it comes to hip-hop music? Do you need something dope to listen to while you're supposed to be working, but really you in the back texting some thought trying to get a booty call? Are you sick of fools mumbling over beats and calling that music? Or maybe you just want to be entertained with actual content? Then tune into the Raw Meat Podcast. Just go to YouTube and search Eviction Records, and you'll find one of the best hip-hop podcasts out there. Please like me. Please like the music I make, please. This is all I have, man. This is all I fucking got. Please like it. Warning, side effects of listening to the Raw Meat Podcast may include head nodding, toe tapping, getting in your feelings, being thirsty, swag, haters, the urge to burn it all down, a feeling of self-worth. If these symptoms persist, keep listening to the Raw Meat Podcast. Consult with your doctor before listening to the Raw Meat Podcast, as it may cause an overload of dopeness.
This is Kayfabe Gimmicks, Season 3, Episode 4.
Oh yeah. Season 8, Episode 1. Season finale.
Oh, we got
Series
canceled.
finale.
We're canceled.
Thanks, CW.
So, shout out to Eviction Records for that, thing. You know, I actually got featured on a track today.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
What
the
track?
outro and the intro
Of
to
what?
Matt's new song.
Oh yeah?
Yes, it's called No Excuse.
What is...
And it's me talking shit about him.
Oh.
Yeah.
So there's no reason for him to put you on there.
I mean, like, no, it's like what I do every day of the week to every person.
Sure. I believe you.
You don't work with me. I talk a lot of shit.
I know. I used to work with you.
I'm just kind of nice to you.
Kind of. It's putting it mildly.
I don't want to hear shit from you.
Whatever.
So, you were wanting to talk about Michael Cole.
I mean...
A.K.A. Maggle, as JBL calls him.
Oh yeah, Michael Cole.
Michael Cole!
You
Yeah.
don't know what you're talking about, Michael.
Yeah,
that
that's
guy.
how JBL says Michael Cole. I didn't know what the hell was going on the first time I saw the Maggle thing, but yeah, apparently that's Maggle Cole, a.k.a. The small of the back really hurts.
Yeah.
He said that about 3 times during No Mercy 2002.
It's really obnoxious. The small of the back. It's like, come on, man. But what was most annoying was him talking about Undertaker's broken hand and saying that the Undertaker is feeling no pain, when we clearly saw the Undertaker scream in pain from punching Brock Lesnar with his broken hand.
I love that match. It was bloody, it was gruesome, and I had a great amount of fun watching it.
Yeah, it was a good match. It was fun. It was entertaining. Brock Lesnar actually did some wrestling moves.
You know, watching it was, everything reminded me just how much I miss, like, old school wrestling.
Yeah.
And how the new age kind of sucks. I mean, that was kind of the ruthless aggression arena.
I mean,
area.
for wrestling, but like, you know, like promos, I like to think are better because more people can actually talk on the mic than just The Rock and like Jericho.
No, I mean, I'll hear you there. I'll hear you there. We're in a very different time in wrestling now. But Maggle's still there, and you've got shitty Byron Saxton. I miss Taz. I really enjoyed Taz.
Taz has some great commentary.
More than I enjoy JBL, more than I enjoy Booker T, because they're both barely there
Well,
when they were
Booker
there.
T was like a face. He was a face commentator. He wasn't really.
Way more than I enjoy fucking...
I think you like heel commentators.
I don't think I like heel commentators. I love JR.
JR was just a great commentator. You
I
know,
love Mauro Ranallo.
who is also a great commentator. He's just good at what he does. But like, if you want somebody talking, do you want him to kind of be kind of an asshole?
I like people who seem knowledgeable about things. Michael Cole does not seem knowledgeable about things.
He's been watching wrestling for a long time. He's been calling matches for a long time.
And still calls them wrong. Did you see that video where he called Dean Ambrose's Dirty Deeds a pedigree?
No.
This happened recently. We're talking recently, man. He called it a pedigree.
Maybe he just got excited and said the wrong thing, like an idiot.
Let's say the best thing about watching old school wrestling right now, I think, is seeing a pedigree done right.
Well, this is before he tore his quads, so like he had the trust that his legs weren't going to give out because they had never done it before.
I mean, I hear you.
So he could go up.
I mean, I hear you. It was just nice. Freaking Seth Rollins does not do it right. Something about it just does not feel strong.
Again, before he tore his knee, you know.
I didn't like it when Seth Rollins started doing it.
I don't like the reason he started doing it.
I liked that catch pedigree, and I kind of feel like it should have ended the match.
It should have.
It should have ended the match at Money in the Bank. That catch pedigree was nice.
It was ugly, but it was still a catch pedigree. Like, you can't take that from him.
Like all of his pedigrees, it was kind of ugly. That kind of goes into the spear conversation. Certain people just do moves better.
Yeah, Goldberg, clearly the better spear of everybody.
Out of everybody?
Out of everybody.
Better
His
than...
WCW spear, at least.
What about Caitlyn's spear? Did you like Caitlyn's spear?
Who's Caitlyn?
She was this chick who had multicolored hair.
I don't think I was watching wrestling then.
Oh, yeah, she had a spear. It was a...
It's a female spear. It's probably like Charlotte's spear, where she just tugs you around the side and pulls you down.
Somebody had a great spear.
Edge had a pretty decent spear.
Edge had a pretty decent spear.
Rhino?
I like the gore. I like the gore.
Oh, that's right. We're not
called it the gore.
He was a rhino.
Roman has an okay spear sometimes.
It depends on who he's spearing.
Brock, or not Brock, but Big Show had a kind of shitty spear.
Just because he's so big, man.
It was
He should just have like a shoulder charge, just like, bam, and just.
Well, it was like his finisher. I didn't like his power of the punch either.
The knockout punch.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Whatever.
And for him, it was called the knockout punch.
I mean, for anybody who knows how to throw a proper fucking punch, it's any punch you throw could be a knockout punch. So.
Flash knockouts and UFC.
Yeah, those are great. They took those out of the game for whatever reason.
Have you played UFC 2 yet?
No.
Neither have I.
Money.
Moving onwards. So, I still feel like we should get a train.
A train?
A train. So we can travel through time. It's
Through
like the
time.
most ineffective way to travel through time.
Time travel for you is okay. For me, not so much.
Why?
You're white. I am black.
We can put makeup on you.
Nah. We're good.
I could feel that argument. It's a good argument. Time travel is dangerous.
For me, for you, you're fine. You fit right in. You're smart, educated, you can talk, you're white.
Yeah, but what if I go to a time when people can't talk? Then I'm fucked.
No, you're not.
I know, or if I don't know the language, I'm still SOL.
Well, if you don't know the language, but like if you're good, you can be like, hey, sun rises that way, sun sets over there. They'll be like, so we know that already. Yeah, but then you'd be like, what you did know is, and then like you kick him in the nuts and you run.
So, if anything, this is our Back to the Future episode. Kind of a reboot. We're going into SmackDown here. It's coming up very soon.
SmackDown.
And I'm really excited for SmackDown to go
Does
live.
The Rock get royalties off this show?
I don't know if he ever got royalties off of it.
I mean, he should. He coined SmackDown.
That or a writer did. Let's be realistic. How many of The Rock's promos did The Rock actually write?
His early stuff, probably all of it.
He just had it written down on his hand so he could remember his
Probably
cliff notes?
So I think The Rock used to come off the top a lot.
Maybe at one point. Nowadays, not
now,
so much.
probably not so much. You know, he's used to sitting down with a script and reading it. He probably ad-lib some stuff here and there.
He practices all of his fucking lines before he does it.
A line that was ad-libbed from, it's the Fast and the Furious 6, or Furious 6 or whatever. He's walking into Toretto's backyard because they're throwing a barbecue at the end of the movie. Spoiler alert, this is the end of the movie if you haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it, go fuck yourself. Anyway,
I haven't seen it.
that still applies.
Fuck me.
He's walking into the backyard, and Tyrese's character says to Mia, who was Paul
Dead.
Walker's.
Oh.
See, let me finish. Who is Paul Walker's love interest in the movie? He tells her to hide the baby oil because, The Rock's big, and for whatever reason, he was glistening throughout the whole movie. And so The Rock replies, "You better hide that big ass forehead." To which they cut back to Tyrese and Ludacris is spitting out water because he didn't know that scene. The Rock's line was not in the script that he got. So, you know,
He just gotta hit him with that shit.
off camera, you hear Tyrese say it wasn't even that funny. It's a great line. It's a pretty okay movie.
Oh my god. So, if you can take something from the past to bring it to the future to make it better.
The promos.
Promos?
Saying whatever you want.
You want a little bit more of that?
Yeah, a little bit more like viciousness.
I'm really hoping we do this split properly, and I mean, even if it goes to 20 pay-per-views, I think I'm going to be okay.
The split. It's kind of stupid.
It sounds like a lot, but at the same time, if it means that the shows are going to feel separate again, I'm going to be happier.
I don't think they're going to be that separate at all.
And I understand that's your fear. Now, that's a big fear going into this.
And like, if we're going to do it separate, then I don't want fucking Raw recaps on fucking SmackDown.
What if Raw has SmackDown recaps?
I don't want that either.
I hear you. I mean, it's best if neither one of them has recaps or anything. I mean, I want to feel like they're separate things. I agree. I hope that we do introduce the World Heavyweight Championship back. It seems to be very likely. Dean Ambrose is no longer the WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
He is the WWE Champion.
He is the
WWE
Champion.
The title should have been WWE Champion. For whatever. For reasons. The reason you name it that is because anybody and everybody has a chance to win it, unless you're a diva or in the women's division.
Well, it was the WWE Championship and the World Heavyweight, but they combined the two.
Which is done. Like, you don't need to combine the two. Your big belt always will be whatever the name of the company is.
Well, I mean, I felt like both were big belts at one point, especially in this time period we're talking about.
Come on, bro. You're the World Heavyweight Champion on a show that's taped.
It's no longer taped.
No longer.
I mean, I feel like it's a good thing.
I mean, it could be, but, like, who cares? Like, ooh, you're the World Heavyweight Champions. I don't give a fuck. You don't have the WWE title.
You can't think of any World Heavyweight Championship reigns that were really exciting for you to watch?
No.
Not even for The Rock?
No. Because he wasn't the WWE Champion. I don't think they had a WWF Champion back then either.
Yes, they did.
Who?
The WWF Championship was always on Raw.
With the Alliance and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't watching back then.
When Lesnar won the World Heavyweight, he won it off The Rock.
Yeah, The Rock dropped it to him.
The Rock had actually won the World Heavyweight title and had defended it during the new WO. The new WO. I like to call it that.
Okay.
The new WO is
And
when
then
the
The Rock was
NWO
like,
came back.
I'm gonna go make a career decision that paid off. Fucking in spades. I'm gonna go be a movie star.
It did.
And now he just saves franchises. Looking at you, Fast and the Furious.
Not looking at you, Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Hey. No one's undefeated.
Aren't they?
No one's undefeated.
Rest in peace, 21-1.
The Undertaker?
Yeah, I mean, he was undefeated there.
Oh, apparently he always wanted to have the streak be broken.
Technically, The Miz is still undefeated at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but when you have to throw technically, that means it doesn't really count.
Fuck you too.
What?
I don't know. This is our podcast.
It is.
It was fun.
The Miz was on TV, so technically he was a reality star.
Technically, he's still a reality star because parts of the WWE are real.
Is Maurice gonna be on Total Divas?
I hope not. I don't know.
Do you watch Total Divas?
Never.
I haven't either.
I have a friend, Unclean Spitter. We talked about him already. He totally watches Total Divas.
Hey man, tell us how it is. Would you recommend it to a friend?
I'm not watching it, just so you know.
I'll make him watch it. It's on the network. We'll do a podcast on it.
Oh, God. Is this next episode?
No.
Oh, thank God.
No.
I think I'm okay with that.
I'm not gonna watch Total Divas.
Well,
I will watch paint dry before I do that.
I am hoping the Miz and Maurice actually get up to running a world title again.
They both have a world title, or at least a title.
Well, the Miz gets a world title with Maurice. I feel like Maurice is the perfect foil to make the Miz more hateable and more watchable.
And if his woman gets a title too.
If Maurice comes back into wrestling, I wouldn't mind. I don't
think she is.
Is Sasha?
She did independent wrestling while she was out of the WWE.
Is Sasha Banks going to be women's champion before the end of the year?
Yes.
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 You think so?
She's got to take it off fucking Charlotte.
Nah, she does not.
Who's gonna take it off Charlotte then?
Anybody could.
Nat didn't.
Yeah, but Becky could.
Is also in a feud with said Natalie.
Bailey is not coming up. Paige is back.
Paige got arrested.
Paige is back. And Dana Brooks is here too now.
Is with Charlotte. They're like...
Doesn't have to last forever.
Nah.
I'm just saying, I mean...
think if Sasha Banks wins it, it'll be at SummerSlam.
Or
she won't win at SummerSlam. Like, she'll lose by, like, arbitrary shit.
And then she'll get it at Survivor Series, maybe?
Probably.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see. The women's division really needs to step up here in the next couple months because it's kind of getting stale again.
Yeah.
And from
that
what
might
we know,
be booking though. It might not be them. It might just be, oh, let's have Charlotte and Natalya go at it, and not have a B storyline for these women to have. Maybe we just don't know what the B storyline is because we don't watch SmackDown.
or Raw much.
That too.
We should watch more wrestling. We'd probably be able to.
Hey, we just spent like 2 hours watching wrestling when we didn't have to.
You're right, and I mean, let's be realistic here. Nobody wants to watch or listen to a Raw recap or a SmackDown recap, and that's exactly what we're saying is a big problem here going into this brand split.
Definitely not gonna watch Hulu Raw.
I'm not watching Hulu Raw either, unless something super amazing happens, but I am going to be watching SmackDown live.
Oh yeah, you're off on Tuesday.
I'm normally off on Tuesdays, so SmackDown
So
live
what
seems
comes
like a good
first,
idea.
The Flash in October or SmackDown?
CW is not on PlayStation View, so I am going to be watching SmackDown.
The CW by then could be on PlayStation.
It might be. I have that other issue of what's on TNA or SmackDown, and you know, TNA does not
That's
win.
That's an easy choice, bro.
I mean, TNA has been a lot of fun to watch lately.
It's an easy choice. It's
TNA is a lot of fun to watch, man. You have a bunch.
let me
You have WWE 2007 with Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, some guy from Ring of Honor, but his girlfriend is Maria, who was on WWE in 2007.
Who did nothing, so.
And EC3, who is technically from NXT.
Who is EC3?
Ethan Carter III. He was Derek Bateman. He is hella fun to watch. He's great in the ring. And he's actually, like, TNA has made something out of this man that WWE did not choose to. But, you know, it comes down to this whole, like, you know, it's just kind of weird to watch it.
It's that fucking gay anime everybody likes.
One Punch Man?
Yeah.
You're not a One Punch Man fan?
No.
But you like Attack on Titan.
Yes, because they can lose. Okay?
Yeah, but you know what?
He literally just punches people one time, and then that's it. That's the fight. Like, it's not fun. It's not interesting. And then there's a guy on there who always loses.
I've never watched it.
I've only seen bits and pieces of it.
But I'm going to tell you one thing and one thing only. Season 2's already out.
Dragon Ball Z, still king of animes.
And where's Attack on Titan Season 2?
Well, that's because the writer is dog shit slow when it comes to putting out his content. But, you know, it's his shit. Put it out when you want to, I guess. Just like this podcast.
Hey, we're back to a bi-weekly schedule. We just released 2 weeks ago, and we're going to be releasing in 2 weeks again.
Yeah, as soon as we find the time.
So it's going to be Kayfabe Gimmicks Season 2, Episode 7 in 2 weeks, because this was actually Episode 6.
And we're going to bring you more than just wrestling. Because we don't watch just wrestling.
So we're going to talk about porn? No?
I plead the fifth.
Well, once again, this was sNooVA.
I'm Marcus. I do like anime. I just don't like One Punch Man.
And like, you know, it was a good night.
Yeah.
It was a good night. Watch wrestling.
Watch anime.
Watch Maggle Cole.
In the small of the back. Should be the title of his biography.
Small of the back.
Small of the back.
The Michael Cole story. Small of the back.
Maggle.
The Maggle Cole story.
The
Small
foreword.
of the back.
The foreword by
His best friend, John Bradshaw
Yeah,
Layfield,
that
JBL.
JBL.
Maggle Cole was my best friend, and I climbed mountains.
And we kicked Byron Saxton.
And kicked Byron Saxton's ass. Kevin Owens threatened him, and we were like, fuck yes. Maggle Cole, this is how we get some good wrestling going on. Just let him beat the shit out of Byron Saxton. Poor Byron Saxton. Byron Saxton and Josh Matthews are the perfect examples of wrestlers who went nowhere and somehow got stuck in commentary gigs.
But by all accounts, it seems like Byron Saxton's just a good dude. He just doesn't know what he's doing.
I actually really like Josh Matthews. He
was really cool in the
Puppet H
stuff with him and Road Dogg.
I loved him in Road Dogg, dude. I really am sad that Maggle Cole is still around.
That would be a great commentary team.
Who? Josh Matthews
and Road Dogg.
Oh yeah,
and have Puppet H just show up, like after a commercial break, be like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" Like, we're commentating. Puppet H.
The shittiest, but you know, so here's something weird. Talking about TNA and everything, Josh Matthews sucks on it. Josh Matthews and the Pope are just like utterly bland, and I don't even pay attention to them. And then there's this really weird thing, man.
You're kidding me.
Because when TNA happens, you haven't been watching TNA with me.
I've been working.
I feel like they pump bass effects in when people are hitting the floor. But not like through the entire match. They'll wait till the match hits a certain tempo and then they'll pump in the extra bass. So it's like boom,
for
boom,
extra impact.
Right, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Am I a dubstep concept?
It is called the Impact Zone.
And this is called Kayfabe Gimmicks.
Again.
Peace out, bitches.
What he said.
PG motherfucker.